Hello and welcome back. This is the continuation of previous video where we had threads with implementation, and we had then one extra parenthesis they printed, and we didn't know how to fix. Well, we didn't have time in the video actually because there is a limit in upload size, so we wanted to reduce the size of the video. That's why we're going to have this short quick session here, and we will only stay here as long as it needs to fix that and actually fix. I already spotted the fix, so we are going to see that. Okay, there is only one Scala file here. Okay, we're going to see that. Teaching Scala and look at that. There was something like println, and this thing actually this doesn't need a println because proof teach, if say professor.teach method, if we call that, and the teach method will not has a println. Okay, so it doesn't need anything like that, right? So that's why we saw that one. And if you run this one, Scala teaching app, you see that extra bracket there. Now if I go back and then remove it, that println here, what the heck, that println here, alright, that's going to go away. Alright, that's about it. That's the fix. Okay, and if you want to see something, okay, we want to see something, look at that println here. Okay, look at that one, look at this one, no, that one, and this one. Okay, let us see. Alright, they're the same, but if you call that println here, println, and then put that method call inside, it's going to print one extra parenthesis there. Otherwise they are actually, when they are empty, they are same. Println and with the basis they are same because we didn't observe any difference. Okay, so this one actually completes our all the sessions for programming with Scala part 1. Hopefully it helped you to learn Scala programming. I decided to kind of do a lot of coding and made it pretty much like a laboratory work, because otherwise book is already there in Amazon. You could just buy a book and read it, but we wanted to do hands-on, and I decided not to cut any video. If it was slow, I let it to be slow, because it takes some time to actually, especially if you are learning Scala for the first time, it takes time to actually have material retain. And having a little bit slower pace actually helps, but you can always run the videos faster. There is 1.25x mode, 1.5 speed mode, and then twice the speed mode, so you can always do the video fast. Otherwise we are pretty much done with the part 1, and then when I get time I will try to do part 2 as well, that has advanced topics, and those advanced topics are, let me just quickly tell you what those topics are. We have functions. If you want to do functional programming, that's the strength of Scala. It merges object-oriented with functional programming, and so far what we have done up to this point of the threads is we prepare ourselves a lot for the traditional object-oriented programming. But to do functional programming, we need to do functions. Functions is first-class citizen, and there are things like anonymous function as values, function parameters, higher order function, process, currying, writing new controller stocks, a lot of things. And then pattern matching, that's one of the highlights of functional programming, especially in pure functional programming like Haskell. The pattern matching is a big deal. we have list processing, and we know that Lisp, there is a programming language called Lisp processing that came early, and that was one of the first functional programming language. And then important things on collections framework, there are a lot of ready-made things that we can use. And there is a separate actress mode of programming, and Scala supports that. It is as a library. That's a very interesting mode of operation, and there are a lot of production projects in Actor, and many people like that. There is a language called Erlang that is primarily based on Actor, and the initial research of Actor was done somewhere in the 1970s by a professor at MIT, and that later was implemented by Erlang programming language, and that became popular in telephone industry. And then we also have XML processing and JSON processing, which are two widely used, data these days. So we have a lot there in part 2. Whenever I get time, I will try to kind of record that as well. Until then, have a nice time and happy holidays.